hype is here. Kendra, here we go again.
Let's do it, Richard.
Oh man, I mean, so much fun this first day. This is your last show for the day. We got one more after this, but our guest today, I got to tell you, I got a history with this guy. I've been so many conferences with him about 2 years ago, after hours, during hours. I mean, this guy is amazing. It's the one and only. Here he comes. Mr. Mike McKerns is in the house from Avionte. What's up, Michael?
What's going on, Kendra and Richard? Happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
The only time I can talk to Mike now is when I get him on a show like this, man. He's a busy man.
Busy man, making change, driving innovation, doing all the things that our industry so welcomes and needs.
Exactly. And I got to tell you, Michael, that video you did a couple of days ago on social media, people should check that out. The LinkedIn one was so good, man. It was badass.
Yeah. It's the reality is we're going through a lot of change in the staffing industry today. And in the video, for those who haven't seen it, I talk about some of the structural changes that we're experiencing, which is those lasting changes that are reshaping the industry versus these cyclical changes that we've all been through many times before that were typically tied to some sort of economic event recession. So industry's changing fast, and it's tough to keep up, but I try, and I think we're doing a pretty good job of that.
Mike, would you share one of those changes with us? I mean, let's get a jump on all of the learning that we'll be doing in staffing world.
Yeah. So I think the biggest change that we're seeing today is the way that employers and the talent that agencies are recruiting want to engage with the agency, right? They expect a easier experience. They want, folks have been spoiled over the past many years by Amazon and Netflix and Uber, and we call it the consumerization of the workforce. And people have this expectation of having instant gratification, and it's becoming a requirement for a lot of people that are looking for jobs today. They want everything at the touch of a finger. So of course, a lot of that is technology driven. So the changes that we're realizing are this new generation coming into the workforce is grew up with the phone in their hand, and their expectations are different. So that's just one piece of it, but these are certainly lasting changes where employers are demanding more visibility of their spend and their workforce as it is today, while people are actually clocked in, and they want to be able to see across the country, okay, where are my contingent workers? What is our spend there? Where is my full-time staff? And they look to the staffing companies for guidance when it comes to their workforce.
It's about everybody being transparent. That's what it comes down to. I mean, at the end of the day, transparent. And I love what you said, Mike, about the videos too, because you know me, I love videos. 2025 is about that, to be entertained. I mean, if you want these companies, I mean, what's our attention span now? Do you know, Mike? It's what, 7 seconds? Seriously?
Yeah, sometimes mine's 3 to 5 sequends.
Squirrel.
For real, right?
Squirrel.
It's a reality. We all have short attention spans, whether you want to admit it or not, and that has been shaped by technology grabbing and pulling you in one direction or the other. And it's the world that we need to work within. And as a company that provides technology and tools to the staffing industry, we need to adapt our platform to be able to provide the resource that the clients need to remain competitive in this world.
Yeah,
that is so true. So give me the tour of Avionte. So here we go. So I haven't talked to you in a while, man. You got 2 booths, you got 2 slots. So you're gobbling everything up on the corner there, probably, like you always do. But all joking aside, like, what is going on right now? I mean, what can we see at the at staffing world? Some of the new things coming out with Avionte.
Yeah, so there's going to be a pretty large group of Avionte team members there. I believe there's 22 or 24 of us that will be on site for Staffing World. As we've done in the past, we'll have 2 booths on either side of the aisle, and a Actually, you have our booth numbers up there. 10,
Dude, I come
10,
prepared,
12,
man.
and
I'm a
10,
Boy
13.
Scout.
You're more
A team.
yeah. So there will I'll be there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We've got 4 demo stations set up, so I will be in the expo hall for most of the event. We're going to be hosting an event on Wednesday evening in downtown Nashville, partnering with Ringover, and we will be at Ole Red in downtown Nashville, which is Blake Shelton's place. A pretty cool venue. I was there a couple weeks ago for another conference, and we went to check it out, and it was it's gonna be fun. There's quite a few folks registered, so I would say if anybody's interested in attending, swing by our booth and chat, and we'll be able to get you registered and get you a wristband.
Well, me and Kendra won our VIPs.
Of
Just like you,
course.
Mike. Come on, man.
Yeah, you'll be there, I'm sure.
I know I will be.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And so what do you see in the market? I mean, before we deep dive into staffing world a little bit, I want to see, and Mike, you're one of the experts, ATS. I mean,
Yeah.
besides a good friend, man, you really know the industry. You know your shit. I'm going to tell you straight up. I wouldn't tell you that if I didn't believe
I
it.
appreciate it.
But no, at the end of the day, what are you seeing out there that maybe people can come to your booth at Staffing World that you're seeing that maybe, the ATS, they need something new. They need something robust that you can provide for them.
Yeah. So if you recall, last year Avionte acquired Simple VMS. Right? Simple VMS is a vendor management software. And when we had the internal announcement, I was scratching my head at first. And then as we had the internal announcement prior to the public, as they shared the vision for the why behind the acquisition of Simple VMS, I thought, wow, this is brilliant. So Simple VMS is a vendor management software that is highly regarded by both employers and the staffing agencies, right? So we acquired Simple VMS and have built a full and complete integration with their platform. So Avionte clients by default will have an advantage over non-Avionte clients when they're working with employers that are using Simple VMS, because you have instant flow of the rec from the VMS into the ATS. And then when you're ready to submit talent, you're doing it right from the ATS, and it's pushed back out to the VMS. And that integration carries through to the invoicing and time. And it's really, there is no other ATS and VMS integration in place today like we have. So that's just one benefit of that piece. The second piece of it is we have clients that are looking to diversify their revenue streams and potentially bid on MSP contracts or get into that world. And if you're an Avionte client, you have a platform to go to market with Simple VMS. Not only that, the team at Simple VMS does a phenomenal job of giving guidance on how to step into that world. Right? It is, you'll have some just call it free consulting or training from their team there to help folks that are just getting started in MSP get off on the right foot. Their reporting and their time system on Simple VMS is amazing. The other benefit to staffing companies that are using Avionte and partnering with Simple VMS is their channel partner program. So if you would introduce Simple VMS to one of your clients that are potentially looking to switch platforms, or maybe they're looking for a vendor management software, you make that introduction, then you're automatically the tier 1 vendor, but you're also getting paid on the spend from the other staffing companies that they're putting through the system as well. And the Simple VMS acquisition has another strategic purpose, and we have been on a mission to reduce all friction from the employment process as it relates to the employers that you're dealing with, the talent that you're recruiting, and then for your internal team within the staffing agency. And the Simple VMS integration, that piece of it really reduces and makes the experience for employers much better than it has been in the past with other vendor management platforms. So that's one piece of it. I
That's a big piece, Mike.
It's a big
That's
piece.
like an on-demand webinar. Am I right, Kendra? I mean, he just did a webinar for us in 5
Yes, he
minutes.
did. Yes,
I
he did.
guess it could be, but it's impactful, and it's something I get excited and passionate about because of we haven't released the study yet. So I'll just give some high level details of the initial study that we're doing with clients that are live with the integration between Avionte Bold and Simple VMS. They have been able to reduce the amount of time from where the employer enters the job in a Simple VMS to the time they get their first submittal to that client by 6 full days, which is amazing. That's impactful, and it's really just because of the instant flow of data,
Sure.
right?
6
It's
days.
so
Wow.
simple on the surface, but if you've seen integrations between other vendor management software and ATS systems, you need to pull those jobs in, you need to create it, you need to distribute, and all that goes away, pulled in automatically. If you're using our mobile staffing platform, those jobs can also be automatically pushed out to everybody that's a fit for it as well, further reducing that time to fill. So pretty impactful. Another piece that went live, I think it was end of last year, is Avionte's virtual pay card. We developed it in-house. It's called Change. And the piece that I think is most impactful to business operations is the ability to, if somebody lost their pay card or their paycheck, you have the ability now to instantly, with one click, provision a card that gets sent securely to their Google, Apple, or Samsung wallet. And then on the back end, Avionte automatically sends the physical card to their home address, and they'll get that in 7 to 10 business days. But that a lot of companies will struggle with that, and somebody would have to come back into the office or wait for a
Yeah.
card to come in the mail.
Mhm.
Today, as of today, we are still the only pay card that is approved in all 3 app stores to be a virtual pay card. So that's
That's
something we're
incredible,
certainly,
Mike. Yeah.
certainly proud. So we historically keep our eye on where the industry is going, and we see some of these changes and are adjusting our business model accordingly to be able to help future proof our clients. So those are just 2 examples. I think I'm sure you'll see this year at Staffing World, Richard. You and I were there last year. You're going to see some some technology providers that are going to be absent, right? There's been some consolidation within the staffing
Mhm.
software technology
Mhm.
space. Akin Cloud was recently acquired by Avionte, and I'll paraphrase the CEO's message that we shared in the press release. But essentially, what he shared was, the industry is changing very rapidly. It takes a lot of capital to be able
Yeah.
to retool your systems and bring new technology to market, and they simply weren't able to keep up and provide the tools that their clients need, and they want their clients to be successful. So they look for a partner, and that's how we got involved with Act and Clown, and ultimately made the acquisition just a couple of months ago.
Man, I
Busy
tell you
man
what,
indeed.
Michael,
Yeah.
Kendra, isn't he good? I'm going
Yes,
to tell
he
you straight
is.
up, he's good. And Mike, you hit it on the head, because I've seen so many reaching out to all these exhibitors. There's so many new ones now.
Yeah.
The ones that were in for like 10 years, I see a lot of people not coming this year, and there's new ones. So that's new innovation coming to the
Yeah.
industry, which is awesome.
It's true. Very true.
It is.
100%. Yeah, there is, there will be, you're going to see new tech providers that are coming out. There's, a lot of new companies coming out that are focused in the AI space, right? And
Mhm.
they are, in many cases, a solution that would be then integrated with, your core platform that you're using for the business. But some pretty exciting stuff, and there's a lot of exciting stuff happening behind the scenes at Avionte as it relates to AI, and you'll see some more of that. We're actually going to have, not a full blown experience like we did at SIA in Las Vegas, but we will have a QR code that you scan at our booth, and that QR code will take you to your app store. You're going to download the app and just kind of go through that experience that a potential employee would go through when they're applying to a job at your staffing agency, and then go through the mobile onboarding and really feel, understand what it feels like to interact digitally with your organization. So yeah, if folks that are watching, if you're going to be at staffing, well, swing by and stop by our booth to, at a minimum to say hi, but then, from there, to experience our technology and learn a little bit more.
Man, you got it, Mike. And you want to reach out to Mike. Seriously, there'll be 22 people there. So you can't, Kendra, you cannot miss Avionte.
No, you cannot. Absolutely.
I mean, Mike, are you guys gonna be in uniforms, colors, or are we on fuchsia again, or whatever like that?
Berry and blue is our official.
Oh, that's right.
Colors. I'll have a blue suit on one of the days. I don't have any berry suits, but I think Bridget might be looking for. You can't have. I don't want. I know Scott, I think, has some berry shoes. There's going to be some berry and blue mixed in.
There we go. There we go. Yes.
And Mike, what am I going to be wearing? What kind of shirt?
You're going to be wearing. Geez, well, I mean, I know you're going to have cowboy boots on, and I'm going to guess you're going to have a giant belt buckle. Shirt, I mean, I think you should wear what you got on right now. I mean, that's like,
we have a running joke
right before this call.
No, dude, I'm ready, man. I got this. I got 20 shirts like this, man. And you know what? I cut these off myself too, Mike. You know that.
Yeah.
Kendra, this is all self-made with shears. Hell yeah.
Right. We need to get you a table at Staffing World in case someone else would like a custom Richard Rosner.
I will cut. You know what, Mike? Maybe I'll do that Avionte. I'll just cut your shirt right there. One sleeve at a time. Day 2, you get 2 sleeves.
You can work something with that. Just it's you're in a good starting point, but you might be able to do some sort of promo that involves cutting up people's clothing. But
you never know with me. All about promos. And you know what? I'm not going to wear a schmedium shirt this year. Maybe I will. I don't know.
Really? Yeah, you will.
That's my running joke, Kendra. Schmedium shirt. Yeah, they joke with me all the time.
Yes. But we'll have T-shirts as we always do, and I will set a schmedium aside for you.
Thank you so much, man. I tell you what, I thank you, Mike. You got a world of knowledge here, Kendra. Is there any other things you want to ask him before we deep dive into our 2 questions?
Oh, you know what? I would love to know what you personally are looking forward to most about your time in Nashville next week.
I love Nashville. I've been there at least half a dozen times and was just there 2 weeks ago for a different conference. I'm looking for. I haven't been to the Gaylord in Nashville since the last time that Staffing World was there, and I remember a river running through the place, and I had this this memory of like gondolas and stuff. I'm actually excited to see it. 10 years later, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some time on Broadway, and of course Avionte's event on Wednesday evening. We're going to have a lot of clients there, of course, and I have some prospective clients that I anytime you get an opportunity to not talk to each other on Zoom, I think is amazing.
Agreed.
That's really now that I think about it, that's really my favorite thing about these conferences is like conversations, like real deal, not Zoom or StreamYard or whatever we're using here. It's real human connection.
Human connection.
Did you just have a plug to StreamYard? Thank you, Mike, for my plug for StreamYard. All right.
I just had to look up to see what we were on.
That's great. Before we even get out of here and before we even jump into what we're going to do, I got to reach out to our sponsor here, Advanced Partners. If you need funding, you need to call. They put the FUN in funding, Advanced Partners. See, Mike, I do all kind of promos now, man. You know that.
Great commercial.
Okay, so Kendra, go ahead for it. Do it.
All right, Mike. Favorite country artist? Who we got?
Favorite country artist? I don't know if he's country. Tyler Childers. Oh, geez, I look up and there he is with this hat on. I'm gonna say Tyler Childers, and I think he's country. It's like sort of folk. He's from Kentucky, so.
I don't know him. Thank you. I'm keeping it on.
I don't know either, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been so overplayed in my household, and I haven't gotten sick of it yet.
I thought you'd be like a Garth Brooks kind of guy. That's what I would judge you as, but I guess not.
Yeah, well, I like a little Garth Brooks, but
Mhm.
yeah, Tyler Childers, I think, was if I had to pick one.
I love it.
Right.
Well, can you guess Richards? Kenny
on.
Chesney, baby.
The
Kenny
beach.
Chesney.
Come on
Kenny
now. The
Chesney.
beach. No shoes, no shirt, no problem, Mike. If you have Avionte.
Of course.
There it is. There's your new slogan, man.
I love it.
The shoes, no problem.
Brother. Okay, so on 3, man, we got to do it. You know, it's in Nashville, so we got to do the yeehaw on 3,
Yeah.
Mike. Are you ready for it, brother?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. Yeah!
Oh,
Oh, come on. Hold on. Time out. Kendra, by yourself, Mike. Come on. Give it to me one time, buddy. Give me a yeehaw. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Yes, do it.
yeehaw!
Yes.
There it is. Mike and Avionte will be in Nashville. Hey, brother. Been a pleasure. I can't wait to see you next week, man. Thank you so much for coming on, buddy.
Great seeing you, Kendra. Look forward to seeing you face to face next week.
Likewise, Mike.
You got it, brother.
Take it easy. See ya.
Man, was that fun or what?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
And I had to put him on a spot again for yeehaw because I don't think he did it the first time.
He did. I heard him, but you can't.
It was a little faint, but you know what? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check out that artist that he mentioned. I didn't know who that was, but I got to tell you, at the end of the day, I love Mike, and he is a world of knowledge. How he breaks it down to you is so simplified. I always say that every time I had him on my show or anything like that. He does it so you understand it. You know, he doesn't talk over you. He talks to you. And I love that about him.
Yeah, I got that. And I'm looking forward to sitting down with him in Nashville and learning more about what Avionte is cooking.
All right, girl. Well, hey, you're done for today. I got one more show. Give me a fist pump. Let's do it.
All right. Let's do it.
Boom,
I'll see you
boom. All right.
this week. Okay.
That's right. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon, guys. Take care.